Welcome back to Living Local. Last November, we brought you the story of Liam Wilcox, a 14-year-old boy from Moline who has an eye for flags. Liam has gotten national recognition for his work to replace worn-out flags in the Quad Cities, and he is not slowing down. Joining me in studio, we have Liam and his mom, Stephanie. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
So it's been so great to kind of follow your journey, Liam. How old were you when you started this?
12.
12 years old, so 2 years now. So for people who aren't familiar, what is your flag restoration project?
So essentially what we do is we go around the Quad Cities, and if we find a tattered flag, we ask permission to change it, and we give them a brand new flag for free and put it up for them.
Wow. That is so neat. So what made you want to do this as a 12-year-old? Like, what made you want to start this?
Well, there was a veteran at my school that came and taught us about flag etiquette, and just seeing worn and tattered flags around kind of just made me want to do something about it, and that's just how it all got started.
And Stephanie, what kind of response have you seen Liam get from this project?
It's been an awesome response, not only from the community. It's neat to see when people see Liam at the door, they're expecting that he's selling something. So the response immediately is a lot of shock and awe. He gets a lot of hugs, and some ladies really cry at being touched by the service that he's providing in the community. But just such an outpouring of support, too, from our veterans in the community who just love seeing a young man take such an initiative with this project.
Right. Now, how have you seen the project grow over the last couple years?
It has really grown over the last couple of years. We would have never thought it would have come to this. We initially bought 4 flags to change a couple on one street, but Liam has a flag radar, and that just keeps growing and growing. And so we are at 170 flags currently being changed, and being changed by more than just Liam now, too.
Wow, yeah, and that's what we really do want to touch on today is you've been actually working with the Scouts. So tell me about your involvement with them.
So basically, right now we have a dozen troops, and each of them has a dozen flags. And what we want them to do is go out and change the flags for us so that we can get a lot more flags changed and retired per year than we have right now. And yeah, that's basically our association with the Scouts.
How did you get partnered up with them?
That was kind of a dream of Liam's from the beginning.
Yeah.
He wanted the project to be across the country.
Oh!
Yeah.
Cool. So it's got to be really rewarding to see that kind of now spreading out and other people are getting on board, because it's got to be a hard job to locate all the torn and tattered flags in the Quad Cities with just one kid. So now others are helping you. That's wonderful. So what have you guys learned about the American flag during this project?
So much. So much.
Yeah, we learned pretty much the flag code and everything in it. Like, don't let the flag touch the ground, don't wear the flag, all the essentials that you need to know, we pretty much know it. And that's just the flag etiquette, but all the lore from the flag and pretty much just everything that you can possibly dig up and find about the flag, we now know it, and it's awesome.
When we first changed the first couple of flags, we had flags to retire, and it's kind of vague, the ceremony to retire a flag. And so just getting in touch with the VFW and the Legion locally and finding out the process of how to retire the flag, which is really how our affiliation with the Boy Scouts started, because a lot of the Boy Scout troops will retire flags and have flag retiring ceremonies. So that was kind of how that started out.
Wow, that is so cool. What a journey has been. How can people help you in this project? Because I'm sure, like your mom said, it's like people love that you're doing this and taking this initiative. So how can people support you?
Yeah, so one of the ways is that they can go on our Facebook page, and if they see a tattered flag, they can give us the address of it. And that's just how we get a lot of the, locations for where we can change flags, and it does really help. Another way is getting donations, because we are a nonprofit, and how we fund and get our flags is from corporate and private sponsors. And so, yeah, just those 2 ways are how we mainly can get help from the community.
Yeah, that's a great way to give back, you guys. All right, now it's summertime, and we have a couple big holidays coming up. First of all, Flag Day. So I know that it's a weird question for you, but what does Flag Day mean to you?
Flag Day is the day that we complete the cycle of each flag that we actually take down. We take it down, we fold it up, and we put it in a box until Flag Day, when we can finally just retire the flag. And that's what we do. We just retire the flag in the way that it deserves to be retired, and not just thrown out like a piece of trash.
Right, you give it the respect it deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget about Flag Day. I know, actually, I didn't even really know much about Flag Day until I knew that you guys were coming on the show. I'm like, I better research about Flag Day, and it is a really important day.
You know, it's a perfect day for tons of flags to be torn up and actually put out by people who are ignorant or just unaware that the flag is torn up, or that it needs to, or that it's inappropriate for it to be put out in that way.
We've gone up to change at the door, letting them know, did you know that your flag's torn and can we give you a new one? And we've gotten answers like, oh, I'll get a new one next year.
It's like,
yeah. So let's give you a new one this year.
Right,
Let
let's
us
just
do this for you. Yeah.
Right, no kidding. Liam, Stephanie, you guys, thank you so much for taking the time and sharing more about the update of your flag restoration project and how people can get involved. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right, you guys can find more information at Flag Restoration Project on Facebook. We'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com. More Living Local continues right after this.